Hi, I'm Jennifer Beeston. Today I want to talk about something that came to me organically. So for my YouTube channel, I've been getting a bunch of calls from younger people who are excited about buying a house, which I think is fantastic. So what I'm going to share with you today is what I've told them on how to get prepared to buy that house. Okay? So number one, let's build some credit. Okay? If you don't have credit yet, you should start building it. There are non-traditional credit programs, which means you don't need a credit score, credit history. However, they're going to want a year showing you paying rent. They're going to want a utility bill. And what I have found from my younger clientele is they don't necessarily have this. They may have just graduated from college and maybe the parents were picking up the rent, or they're just moving out of home, but they don't traditionally have that. So I would suggest as soon as you're 18, start building your credit. And I do have a video on how to build your credit that I'll link to this, but start building your credit as soon as you turn 18, okay? That's number one. Number two, what we're gonna be looking for is we're gonna be looking to see if you've been in the same line of work for at least 2 full years. Okay, now there's some exceptions to this. Now an exception would be if you went and you got your teaching certificate and now you have a contract to be a teacher. We can go with your contract amount as long as you've started that position, okay? Same thing goes for dental hygienists, doctors. If you just finished school for a specific field and you're now in that field, we can go quicker than 2 years. Okay. However, if you just got out of high school and you've been working, let's say as an assistant for a year, we are going to need that 2-year history. So you want to be really aware about this 2-year history because you don't want to do job hopping from different industries if you want to start thinking about getting a house. Because if you go from, let's say, waitressing to sales to, I don't know, working at PG&E, something different, right? Those are all different industries, so we don't have that 2-year history in the same industry. So build your credit, 2-year history. The third thing that I always like to suggest, and it depends on your living situation. So if you're still living with your parents or your living situation subsidized, start making a mortgage payment to your savings account every single month. So you can always call a lender, call me. We'll talk about, the price point in your area, like what's the cheapest way to get in the market, and then we'll talk about what does that payment look like. And what I want you to do is while you're building your credit and while you're establishing your income, I want you to start making that mortgage payment to your savings account. It does 2 important things. First, it shows the underwriter that you're not going to suffer from payment shock. What payment shock is when someone goes from paying nothing to $2,000. That could be a shock. You may not be able to handle it. But if I can show an underwriter, hey, look, for the last year, they've been putting $2,000 in their savings account every single month because they're ready for this payment, that's great. And now you have a down payment. So those are the 3 things I'm telling everyone to do. The sooner you can get into a house, the better. The people that I've talked to, my clients who started really early that now have multiple houses, it's the one thing that they're really glad they did because as we all know, rents are getting very, very expensive. And when you're paying rent, you're just paying someone else's mortgage. So I hope that helped. If you have questions, please reach out to me, 707-478-0637. And thank you for watching. I appreciate it.